to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about OTE, optimal trade entry. Now optimal trade entry is a very strong Fibonacci retracement tool. It gives you a zone of 0.62 to 0.79. I personally use the 0.705 as that is the midpoint between the two, and you can get a more precise entry using this level. But today I'm going to be talking about how you can use this for accurate trade entries, long positions, short positions, and daily bias. So hopping straight into this, first thing that I'm going to cover is the levels. So here are the levels. These are the settings that I use. You can copy my colors if you want. I personally use no background because the background looks a bit shit, I can't lie. But yeah, so these are the levels for the OTE projection. Essentially what you're looking for is for price to create a swing point, so a swing low and a swing high. So here's our range, then you're going to be measuring the low of the range. This is for a buying opportunity. You're measuring the low of the range to the high of the range, and you're looking for price to retrace back to OTE to then look for a potential entry model to then send price higher. Now I personally don't trade OTE just by itself, but I can show you how you can do that. I personally use this and align it with other confluences such as a CISD. If I have a CISD aligning inside OTE, it just makes it more powerful. A fair value gap, an order block, a breaker block, a unicorn model, you know, any sort of entry point aligning with OTE just makes it much more stronger. So diving straight into this, I'm going to find a couple examples of how this works absolutely perfectly. So I'm going to be starting on the hourly time frame on gold at the moment, just to show you, as I found this absolutely perfect demonstration. So as you can see right here, just as I was talking about, we have our swing point, we have our swing low, followed by a swing high. So I'm going to be measuring the low to the high of this swing range, which is right here. I'm going to be extending this out to the right. And as you can see, where was our key entry point? Our key entry point could have been as soon as price tapped into this zone, or it could have been as soon as price tapped into the midpoint of this zone to get a more precise entry point. So as you can see, as soon as price tapped into the midpoint, we held it perfectly, just creating wicks, and then we had our move back higher to target the recent buy side liquidity that was left up here. Now, let me just remove this from extending to the right, and then we're going to look for the next projection. So the next projection I notice immediately is this swing point. So we have this swing low, followed by this swing high. So measuring the swing low to the swing high, what do we have? We have another absolutely perfect key reaction of the midpoint of OTE. Now this one is even better, as the lower portion of OTE aligns with a fair value gap. It starts right here. Drag this inside OTE, and your entry point would have been as soon as price tapped into here, and as you can see, you would have had another winning trade. So what price is currently coming up upon is a new swing point. So we're creating this swing low and this swing high right here. Now I may use this for my daily bias today, seeing how price has come lower, and what have we tapped into? We've tapped into the OTE zone yet again, which is absolutely perfect. This is exactly what we're looking for. We just missed the 0.75 by a fraction. However, obviously this is still valid. The zone is from 0.62 to 0.79. The midpoint just gives you a more precise entry point. But as you can see, we are still getting our key reaction as soon as we tap into this zone. So now I'm going to go over some examples of how I use OTE along with some other concepts. Okay, so right here on gold futures on the 15-minute time frame, I have just spotted a very nice range. So we have our swing low right here and our swing high up here. So as always, I'm going to be measuring the low to the high of this range. And the first thing that I notice is we have liquidity resting inside of the OTE. So we have sell side liquidity resting inside OTE. So you could have potentially caught a turtle soup entry after sweeping this low. As you can see, key entry point as soon as price taps in, as soon as price sweeps this low, stop loss below the zone, targeting higher price. As you can see, price is currently moving in our favor. This would have been a great trade, great entry point. Another thing that I've noticed is we have a breaker block. So we have our low followed by a high, followed by a lower low, and then a higher high. Now what does price do? It retraces back to the first initial high to be created. So here is our breaker block. So not only do we have liquidity resting inside of this zone, we also have a breaker block. So these are two key entry points that you could have caught. aligning with our OTE zone. So this would have been a perfect entry model on the 15-minute time frame. Break block plus OTE plus a liquidity sweep. Everything is in your favor for bullish price action. Okay, so here I am on the 15-minute time frame again, and I've noticed another swing point. So right here we have our intermediate term high to our swing low. This is our swing point, so we're going to be marking the low. We're going to be marking the high to the low for this bearish context. Just like that, dragging this out to the right. As you can see, I've got my high and my low marked out. And then we get our key reaction of 0.75. Now, this also aligns with our mitigation block. We have our high, followed by a low, followed by a lower high, followed by a lower low. So we're going to be measuring the low to the higher low, pulling this out to the right, and this is our mitigation block. So now notice how we have another key entry point in the market aligning inside our OTE. So we're going to bring this mitigation inside the OTE zone. And as you can see, just like that, we have two bearish confluences matching, and we have a key reaction lower after tapping into the 0.75 zone. Stop loss above the recent high here, target in lower price. This sell side liquidity down here was perfect. As you can see, another beautiful winning trade. How can we use this for daily bias? Now, right here I'm on the daily time frame on gold futures yet again, and we have our next swing point. So we have our intermediate term low resting inside of this daily fair value gap. So this is a great swing low here, and then we have our swing high up here. So we're going to be measuring the low to the high, and as you can see, this daily candle has tapped perfectly into 0.75. So the thing that I would be doing would be scaling down to a lower time frame, such as the 5-minute, looking for a potential entry model inside the 5-minute. First thing I notice, we have liquidity got taken out of the market. We then have a V-shaped recovery, inversing this fair value gap right here. So our potential entry point could have been this right here. Stop loss above this intermediate term low, target in higher price such as this buy side liquidity right here. And this is how you could have traded using bias on the using bias for the OTE, and then scaling down to a lower time frame to catch a more precise entry point. As you can see, this was a great winning trade. We had our sell side liquidity taken out, tap into the midpoint of OTE, which is this zone right here. Two bullish confluences matching together, and then we disrespect a bearish PD array. So as you can see, price action is clearly kicking in as bullish order flow. Now our inversion fair value gap. As soon as we get a candle closure above both of these fair value gaps, then we have a valid entry point. Break even as soon as price sweeps out this high. As you can see, we take it out right here, and then we just continue to the upside to take out this buy side liquidity. So this is how you could use it on the daily time frame to grasp a daily bias, and this would have played out absolutely perfect for you. This hit just as Asia session approached as well, so this would have been an absolutely perfect model. Look how it aligns perfectly with the Asia zone. I will be doing a video covering these kill zones in the future, but for now I'm just covering OTE. So as you can see, as soon as price taps into the midpoint of OTE, sweeps liquidity, disrespects a bearish PD rate, bullish order flow kicks in, and we get a massive spike up to the upside to take out buy side liquidity. Okay, so for the keynotes to take away from this video, for bullish price action, we are always looking to be measuring our OTE from the low to the high, and it is the opposite for bearish price action. We are always looking to measure it from the high to the low. So here's our range. We have our high, followed by our low, and we'd be looking for the retracement back into OTE, and then we'd be looking for the retracement up into OTE for our potential short entry. So that is going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. In my opinion, this is quite a simple concept. If you can match this concept with, you know, different entry models that you have learned, such as the fair value gap, order blocks, breaker blocks, unicorn models, CISDs, anything like that, as long as it aligns with your OTE, it has a higher chance of being respected and going in your favor. But that is going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I have a free live trading Discord where I explain concepts like these whilst trading live, so feel free to join that. You can learn whilst trading alongside me and my community. The link will be in the description of this video.